After 2 nights at the Tsitsikamma Lodge, it was time to move on for the riders on the fourth and final morning of the M&G Investments PE PLETT. Bags on the truck, lube on the chain, and nibbles for the ride in the pockets. Never mind the 7 a.m. start, the vibe was electric on the start line. The prospect of finishing at Nature's Valley had the field bubbling with excitement ahead of the 68-kilometre last stage. Leaving the lodge via the N2 highway, it was clear this was going to be a fast day's ride. Soon a long train formed at the front on the R102. Solo leader Alex Lawrence in green was the initial conductor, and he set a furious pace. Like him, the Nice Not Toyota bike shop team of Kevin Evans and Rogan Smart were in the orange leaders' jerseys for the third day, as were the efficient Infinity Insure pair of Robin de Groot and Steph Walters in the blue of the women's leaders' jerseys. Social media guru and proper athlete Simon Stoffberg was doing what he does best, while casually hanging with the lead group. After blazing heat, drenching rain and some wind on the previous 3 days, the final day's ride was as close to as perfect as you could get as they powered along the broad farm district and forest roads towards Storms River. One of the many highlights was the drop down and the climb up the historic Storms River Pass. A rare opportunity to enjoy a Thomas Paine's masterpiece, which dates back to 1885. The gradients aren't too hectic. Chasing the Comet at the top, Rogan Smart had company in the form of Nicholas James, who was clearly feeling strong on the day, as was Alexander the solo great Lawrence. Behind him, the gaps are opening up as the climb took a toll on the day 3 legs. Closing in on the summit, Smart made a solid life choice and allowed his bike shop boss and elder partner Evans in on the hunt for the com. What more would you expect from a guy with a grin like that? Alex Lawrence was still bossing the solo race, and former Marathon World Championship bronze medalist Robin de Groot was cruising on Steph Walters' wheel. The Helios Travel water point at 19 Ks would find more customers later in the morning as Racing Snakes Francois Laubscher and Craig Dixon charged through. The attention to detail from route planners Mike Glover and Jacques Steenkamp ensured that every stream was a dry crossing, thanks to the fantastic bridges. They'd reached the rugged coastline, and not for the first time during the race were treated to vistas that were simply breathtaking. The opportunity to ride these tracks along the very edge of the continent doesn't come along often. The pine forest provided a chance to tackle a few route-riddled single tracks. No problem for all the riders, even with one hand. Third in the mix, Gerard Hutting and partner Liz McCock were riding their 6th PE PLETT together. At 43 Ks, the Bucco water point was a hive of activity, plenty to eat and drink, and a squirt of lube for the drivetrain. Carla Olofsson riding with mum Cecilia. How couldn't they smile? Opened in 1983, the Blokkrans Bridge spans 451 metres along the N2 and is a dizzying 216 metres above the river of the same name. Little wonder it's home to the world's highest commercial bungee jump. No takers for a jump today, but the field got the chance to ride across the engineering masterpiece on the N2 before ducking back into the forest. The last M&G Boost Bar of the week. 4 days of mountain biking adventure, fun and camaraderie would soon come to an end at the base of the Groot Rivier Pass and the finish at the Sandparks Nature's Valley campsite.
Overall, the experience has been incredible for a first time ever stage race. The scenery, riding with my dad has been a blessing. Yeah, it's been an incredible experience, and I'd do it again.
It had 3 seasons in one. We had the heat, we had the rain, we had the cold, we had the overcast, and every single day was something new, something different. I tell you, I'm going to be doing the next 10 of these. But you know, the little touches, the little presents, the little gifts, the food, the shows, Gerald, the MC, you know, interviewing people. it's completely different to what it normally is. And then, all the guys that are like racing are just friendly and everyone's just having a vibe. So I tell you, it's an epic, awesome day.
Fun it was for sure. The racing was hot as well. Top 3 in the women's and top 3 in the men's races picked up their trophies. What a vibe. And next year, it'll all happen again in the 14th M&G Investments PE PLETT.